Welcome to a new lesson of our online course. Today's session is about how to write a good paragraph, which is considered as the basis of all other types of writing that you will need as an English student. This video outline is going to tackle the three main parts of a paragraph as well as general introduction, and in the end we will understand how to write a hook with its different type. So let's get started with an introduction. Here I would love to start with a quote by Vera Nazarian that said, "Each letter of the alphabet is a steadfast loyal soldier in a great army of words, sentences, paragraphs, and stories. One letter falls and the entire language falters." That means a paragraph should have a cohesive meaning. So let's define the paragraph. A paragraph in general is a group of related sentences that discuss one main idea. Indeed, the paragraph should be long enough to express and support the main idea clearly. Here the structure of a good paragraph. All paragraphs should have a topic sentence which is developed by supporting sentences. However, some paragraphs also may have a conclusion sentence. Let's have a look at the following paragraph and let's analyze it. Please try to pause the video, tell me what is the topic sentence, supporting sentences, and concluding sentences. So the topic sentence is learning English is easy because of many reasons. And from first until communicate with the English speakers. This is supporting sentences. Try here to figure out the idea that is used in supporting sentences. The first one you will understand English grammar. The second is learning a small amount of vocabulary. That's good. Last but certainly not least is to speak with English speakers. In the end, the concluding sentence is to conclude, English learning becomes easier and easier if a person starts studying its grammar, memorizing some vocabulary, and speaking it with either its speakers or those who can speak it. The topic sentence. Let's start with definition. The topic sentence provides the main idea of the paragraph. It doesn't only name the topic of the paragraph, but also limits the topic to a specific area that will be discussed completely in one single paragraph. It consists of one main idea along with the controlling idea. I will make clear what we mean by main idea and controlling idea. The main idea, it could be Facebook, working woman, smoking, gambling, friendship. So imagine if you want to write about Facebook. Certainly you are going to write different books about Facebook and you are not going to finish. And to make this paragraph clear, the topic sentence must have a controlling idea as the following: advantages of or disadvantage, causes, effect, ways, method, step, procedure. Let's have a look at the following topic sentence. Try please to tell me what is the main idea and controlling idea of each topic sentence. There are many advantages of using the internet. So here the sentence started with controlling idea, which is many advantages of, and end up with using the internet as the main idea. The other one, it becomes clear to identify the main idea and controlling idea, as you may say, in the second one and the third and the fourth. I use different color to make it clear for you to be familiar with the main idea and controlling idea. So let's move to the supporting sentences. Definition. Support sentences develop the topic sentence clearly, that is, they explain or prove the topic sentence by giving more information about it. Academically speaking, the support sentences contain major support as well as minor one. So let's have a look at these two key points: the major support and minor support. The major support, to write down a support sentence clearly, it must be put into order with the following linking words. I meant here, if we start the supporting sentence with first, All the other sentences should include second and third, just to make the chronological order of the paragraph go in a flexible way. The second, minor support. Here, each major support to be proved must require at least one example, quotation, or statistic. Let's have a look at one of these strategies. The first one, example. Imagine here we are talking about the advantages of the internet and how it can help us to speak English or learn some sophisticated programs. We can give some example like the one that is here. My 9-year-old brother always used the internet for 3 hours a day. Now he can use sophisticated programs and speak English. And second quotation, Dr. Hassan proves the fact that the children can learn how to monitor the computer, but they will be addicted to it. We can write down these kind of sentences if we are going to make a comparison between the advantage and disadvantage of the internet. Last but certainly not least is statistic. Here imagine you are going to bring some information and ideas from other resource. You are going to use, for example, some statistic. In the 21st magazine of children and technology, 60% of children who always use the computer are subject to depression and headaches. This is a good example of statistic. Let's move to concluding sentences. Please keep in your mind that if you start the topic sentence strong, you should end up stronger. Start strong and end stronger. Why? Simply this question is going to take into consideration while we are going to define the concluding sentences. The concluding sentence by its name reflects the end of the paragraph, which should also be taken into consideration to make your reader remember the important point of your paragraph. You may find some paragraph without conclusion. Here what I meant by end stronger is to emphasize on the key point or the idea that is used in the concluding sentences. Great. Here we are going to write this topic sentence into 3 different concluding sentences. Here please, if you can, put this topic sentence into the 3 points. It must be great for you. So imagine if we are going to paraphrase the topic sentence. The smokers go from bad to worse due to many bad effects of smoking. That's great. Summary of the paragraph. Here imagine you write everything about the paragraph. You are going to use some key points to make the summaries go in a flexible way, such as the effects of smoking regularly can be seen in many health problems, financial problems, as well as family problems. This is a good point to make a concluding sentence as a summary of the paragraph. Good. Last but certainly not least, if smoking can damage someone's life in terms of health, finance, and family, there must be a way to get rid of this bad habit. This is we create a new thought for the reader to get some solutions, not end up just with effect and we stop. Okay? I like the last point about how to write a hook because it's the key points to grab the attentions of the reader, and I recommend here to put a lot of attentions in this course about a hook. Definition of a hook. A hook is an opening statement which is usually the first sentence in an essay that attempts to grab the reader's attention. It can be done by using a few different types of hooks, which are a question, quote, statistic, or anecdote. So here let's have a look at some types of hooks. Contrasting idea. Imagine here you are given a topic about error correction. So how you are going to write a hook in a contrasting idea? I recommend to take a look at the following. Although many teachers think that error correction can help students learn English, it discourages them to participate and share ideas. This is a great point. Anecdote about smoking. My 75-year-old aunt used to smoke for 40 years and she stays in a good health. So this kind of grabbing attention. A quote. Stephen Jobs once said, "The only way to be truly satisfied is to do a great work, and the only way to do a great work is to love what you do." Here is a new style of grabbing the reader's attention. Last is, how can boxing be a kind of entertainment? Okay? Here let's have a look at the following question. Many people believe that invention of smartphone has changed their lives in a good way. Discuss it in a one paragraph essay. Here you will understand that you are going to bring the advantages of smartphone. Before starting writing in a hurry way, I recommend to start with brainstorming. These strategies provide us to bring with different ideas that can be useful in our paragraph. I have an advice in this stage. Try to please to come up with different idea that comes into your mind without even trying to say if it is true or false. Write down all ideas into your paper because you are going to use it in the next stage. Okay? So let's put these ideas into a paragraph. One letter that was sent in the past led so many lives of its courier to death, but now it takes a few seconds to be received while using smartphone. If we study the first one, we can understand that this is a hawk, and the hawk must be interesting as I said. And here until here is the topic sentence that you will provide to the reader. Main advantage is the controlling idea, and smartphone is the main idea as we said. First, using smartphone keeps all people socially in touch. For example, because smartphone can be on hand all time, people can communicate and chat with friends and family instantly. Secondly, smartphone can create an atmosphere in which the user can entertain themselves either by listening to music, playing video games, or watching a film. In this sense, many research state that 80% of people in all over the world are using their smartphone for such a kind of entertainment. Thirdly, looking for information and storing it to be retrieved efficiently is also another great benefit of smartphone. As Steve Jobs said, you can have a million of data and a million of music songs available right here in your pocket. So if we start from first until here, this is support sentences, and you will find all new sentences started with a major support followed with one of either example, quotation, or statistic. Last, finally, there are many advantages of using smartphones such as communicating, entertaining, as well as looking for information and storing it. I use the summary of the idea in terms of concluding sentences. In this video, I highlight different types of a paragraph as well as a hook. The coming video is going to be about the tips to master and improve our writing skills, and we will take a journey of practicing different types related to one paragraph essay. Thank you so much.